Today with this grandmother, you will learn about improving communication and understanding in relationships. If you want to discover the best advice a grandmother could give you, stay until the end of the video. If you enjoy this type of video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you won't miss more videos like this. We'll explore important aspects of human psychology, how men can better understand their partner's emotions and needs, and how to build a relationship based on respect and empathy. One of the first things a man should understand is that effective communication is not just about speaking but about listening. Listening not only with your ears but with your heart and mind is the foundation of a genuine connection. Often, the words a woman says may only scratch the surface of what she truly feels or needs to express. Human emotions are complex, and learning to read between the lines to pick up on nonverbal cues can make a significant difference. Sometimes, a small gesture of attention or a look of understanding speaks louder than 1,000 words. This doesn't mean you need to become an expert at deciphering every emotion, but rather to develop sensitivity toward your partner's emotional needs. Another important lesson is understanding that relationships are not built on impossible expectations but on mutual acceptance and support. Everyone carries a story, their strengths, and also their vulnerabilities. Trying to change someone to fit an idealized version of what they should be is a common mistake and often a source of frustration. Instead, recognizing and valuing your partner for who they are, including their imperfections, fosters an environment of safety and trust. Mutual acceptance doesn't mean resigning yourself to harmful attitudes or behaviors but cultivating patience to grow together and overcome the challenges that will inevitably arise. Respect is another fundamental pillar. Respecting your partner is not just about treating them well in public or avoiding hurtful words during an argument. It goes much deeper. It involves valuing their time, their space, their thoughts, and their emotions. It's understanding that everyone has their own way of viewing the world and that their opinions, even if they differ from yours, are equally valid. A man who respects his partner also respects his commitments and strives to align his words and actions. Consistency builds trust. And trust is the foundation upon which solid, lasting relationships are built. On an emotional level, many men have been taught to hide their feelings or to think of vulnerability as weakness. However, true strength lies in the ability to open up and show who you really are without masks or barriers. Being vulnerable does not mean being weak. It means being authentic. In a relationship, sharing your fears, hopes, and insecurities allows your partner to connect with you on a deeper level and strengthens the bond between you. Additionally, being vulnerable also gives the other person permission to be honest with you, creating a space for sincere and profound communication. Lastly, never underestimate the power of small details. Grand gestures of love have their place, but it's the everyday acts that truly nourish a relationship. A kind word to start the day, an unexpected hug, a sincere thank you, or simply spending quality time together are displays of affection that often have a deeper impact than any expensive gift. Relationships are built in the small, seemingly insignificant moments, because it is these moments that, day by day, weave the bond that connects two people. Remember that a relationship is not something to be taken for granted but something to be nurtured with dedication, respect, and love. It's not about perfection but about intention and commitment. We are all learning on this journey, and each day is a new opportunity to be better, not just for the other person but also for ourselves. Stay until the end and discover the most important lesson only a grandmother can teach you. If you enjoy this type of video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you won't miss more videos like this. If you can approach your partner with humility, honesty, and a genuine desire to understand and support them, you'll be building something far more valuable than anything material. A true and lasting connection. In this journey of mutual growth, it's essential to understand that while relationships require effort, they should also be a source of joy and fulfillment. Sometimes men feel pressured by the expectations of always being strong, always being problem solvers, but the truth is that a relationship is not a battleground to prove who has more power or control. True strength lies in the ability to adapt, learn from mistakes, and be flexible when circumstances change. Relationships are dynamic and each one has its ups and downs, but what sustains them is the willingness to keep moving forward together. One thing that is often overlooked is the importance of empathy. It's not enough to just listen. You must listen with the intention of understanding. Putting yourself in the other person's shoes, seeing the world from their perspective, can completely change the way we interpret our partner's words and actions. And empathy is not limited to difficult moments. It's also important during the good times when celebrating an achievement or simply enjoying an afternoon together. Recognizing and celebrating your partner's successes, no matter how small, shows deep appreciation for their personal growth. An essential aspect of any relationship is balance. Love and passion are vital, but so is respect for each person's space and individuality. The healthiest relationships are based on independence within interdependence. This means that while you share a life together, each person should feel that they are still able to grow and develop as an individual. Allowing your partner the space to pursue their own passions and interests not only shows respect for their autonomy, but also reinforces the trust and emotional connection you both share. Furthermore, never underestimate the power of gratitude. Often, when we are immersed in daily routines, we take many of the small things our partner does for us for granted. Acknowledging these gestures, no matter how simple, keeps the spark of love and admiration alive. A simple thank you for being there, or an unexpected gesture of affection can make the other person feel valued and loved. Gratitude is a powerful antidote to complacency and indifference, which are often the main enemies of a long-term relationship. Finally, it's important to remember that a relationship is not about finding the perfect person, but about creating a bond where both partners support each other in their journey toward becoming the best versions of themselves. Conflicts and differences are inevitable, but what really matters is how those challenges are handled. It's not about winning or losing an argument, but about learning to communicate and solve problems in a way that both parties feel heard and respected. In difficult moments, when emotions are running high, remember that true love is demonstrated through patience, understanding, and commitment. If both of you are willing to work together, difficulties become opportunities to further strengthen the bond. Successful relationships are not the result of luck, but of a conscious and continuous effort to grow, communicate, and support each other. Every step you take on that path brings you closer to a deep and lasting connection. If you can do this with empathy, respect, and love, the rewards will be immeasurable. A shared life filled with understanding, joy, and above all, a love that strengthens over time. As time passes, it's easy to fall into routine and forget what it really means to be present in a relationship. If you enjoy this type of video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel